we just glued up the White Mountain 1,000 piece Roadside America puzzle. And through the magic of YouTube, it was only going to take a few seconds. For Superdan, it's going to take probably 2 hours, 3 hours. It was a big puzzle. It took up a lot of glue. Let me tell you, this Mod Podge, not the cheapest of glues, but we got it done. Big puzzle. Big puzzle. Alright, and when we get back, I'll show you the glued product. Not sure where we're going to hang it yet, and we're going to start right away on the next puzzle. And it's going to be challenging. It's going to be real challenging. It's going to be this one, which I will show you in 2 seconds. That's a reindeer. Don't worry about it. The ingooood Rainy Walk 1,000 piece jigsaw puzzle made out of wood. High quality puzzle. Beautiful. Difficult, but they made it a little easier, and I'll show you when we get started how they made it easier. One of the things they did is that they put letters in the back, which corresponds to the group that particular piece will go. That makes it a little easier. And they gave you a sort of a poster of the actual size of the puzzle. You could actually make the puzzle right on the poster as well. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I might. We'll see how hard it is for Superdan, because I don't want to spend a long time doing this. So we'll start with the letters and see how that goes. So let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Boom. The glued puzzle Roadside America White Mountain 1,000 piece puzzle is complete. Let me just show you that real quick. Alright, so I thought it'd be easier to show you with the selfie stick, I guess they call it. So this is it. It's all glued up. All glued up. Look how big that is. It's just such a big puzzle. I mean, it's good size. It's good size. Alright, so we're gonna put that up, and let's start on the ingooood Rainy Day 1,000 piece wood puzzle. Alright, well, before we begin, I wanted to show you guys what I meant by having letters in the back of the pieces. As you can see, here are some of the pieces right here. Okay, and on the back, see A, B, D, and I believe it goes up to G. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These are groups that they come in. This is to aid you in putting together this puzzle. Because as you can see, the color schematic is very similar. And as I read in the reviews, the puzzle piece designs are very similar. So it's designed to help you. Absolutely, Superdan's gonna use some of the help. Some people may consider that a little bit of cheating. I will prefer to call it an aid. It's an aid in doing this puzzle. And by the way, before we begin, came with a big actual size poster for even more of an aid to do this puzzle. This is what this puzzle's kind of like, is kind of gonna look at almost exactly when we put it together. You could even probably put the puzzle, do the puzzle right on top of this thing. But that I'm gonna try to avoid to do. I don't want to do that, so. All right, so let us begin. And of course, we always begin with the sorting. So we're gonna sort these pieces into A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then from that, we're gonna construct the border. Sounds good? Sounds like a plan, right? Well, let's see. Sometimes plans change. Well, we're done with the first step, which is sorting these pieces into its various letters. A group, B group, C group, D, E, F, G, and H. Now, these pieces are not exact in each group. Some of them are a little bit in one group and then a lot in another group. Some of them are almost half and half. So that tells me that in the back of these pieces, it's going to tell you whether it blends into that next group or not. One thing that I am glad about is that it doesn't give you a chart of where A, B, C, D, E, F, G starts or stops. You just know that they're in these groups. I mean, I don't know, A, for all I know, A might not be up here, it might be here. Or it might be here, I'm not sure. I assume it's gonna be A, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. So we've completed the first step. Now comes the second step, which is sorting out the flat pieces and putting the border together. And I got a little bit of time, so let's go ahead and get started. By the way, I wanted to mention once again that these pieces are wood. You can feel the difference. It's very unique in some ways because most jigsaw puzzles are like cardboard. They feel like cardboard. But this is wood, and I actually put one together and it snapped into place, which was kind of cool. I like that feeling. It just went snap. So we'll see if that continues as well. Alright, I'm back. How you doing? Well, we finished sorting the flat pieces. It doesn't look to be as many flat pieces as I thought there would be. I don't know. I felt like I got them all, but we're gonna find out shortly as we put the flat pieces together. I've noticed that it's even more beneficial just to sort them from the back side than the front side. Easier that way. Having the codes in the back of the puzzles really makes it a lot easier. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I don't know. I wouldn't want them on all the puzzles, but on very, very difficult puzzles, you can make an argument either way. So let's go ahead and put these flat pieces together. Hopefully we got them all, and we can move on to the next step, which is to start putting it together in groups. That's the plan. Okay, so we missed two pieces that I was able to retrieve very quickly, due in great part to the ability to break this puzzle up into A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 7 different groups. Beautiful puzzle. Love the way it fits together. I love the texture. I love the colors. The only thing I don't love about the puzzle is there is a tendency sometimes to not sure if a piece really fits or doesn't fit. And it's kind of hard because of the watercolors of this puzzle to know whether or not you know, it really does fit, and that may be an issue going forward, but that, you know, I seem to be able to been able to conquer that by also using the letters on the back. So that's been very helpful for sure. Um, so yeah, so that's the border. There we go, if I can get it. There it is. That's the border. And I think this is where we're going to conclude. Excuse me. This is when we're going to conclude part 1 of Puzzle 4, Rainy Day, ingooood, OOOOD, ingooood, puzzle, 1,000 piece. When we come back, we're going to start putting this puppy together one group at a time, and boy, am I happy they printed those letters on the back of these pieces. But it's gonna turn out beautiful. I mean, the clicking, the way these pieces click together is just pretty awesome. I really like that. Some are a tight fit, some not quite such a tight fit, but it clings well. That makes sense. All right, so that's it. Stay tuned for part 2. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. We have very few subscribers right now on Superdan's Jigsaw puzzles. Let's change that. There's just no way I got 1,285 subscribers on Superdan channel, but I have 3 subscribers right now on Superdan's Jigsaw puzzle. That's got to change, and it should change, because these videos are, man, you know, in my humble opinion, pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. All right. Enough tooting my horn. Catch you on the next one. Cheers.